So, somehow I remember. uh, and there was a lot of great people there. Technically, it was, I think, the best period of my life. And then I moved to building some healthcare solutions, and then I was like a developer, team lead, architect, chief architect, and we build interesting projects that are used to by companies who create, for example, vaccines, and they do like clinical trials on patients. And actually now they have some big clients in the top 10 names in the industry. You can imagine some. And the then I switched to Rust, and it I think analyzing it was the best decision of my life on all plans actually. And I needed a learning project for this, and I decided to do an encrypted file system, and it was a very interesting one. And then at some point I decided that maybe I will try to monetize it, but realized there is a lot of work to do, and I cannot do it alone. And I wanted to get some freelancers. Just okay, I don't make money. How can I? It's not feasible. And then I wrote on some communities about. Look, I have this project. Do you want to contribute to open source? And actually, there were a lot of responses, and many people came. Okay, some came that they thought that contributing to open source is interesting. Some wanted to put it on their CV, which is fine, and some actually contributed. So not all, but some actually contributed. So uh, then it was starting to be like a community that were we were growing each other, we were learning things, and we started to do like weekly coding challenges to keep ourselves motivated. And at some point I thought that learning Rust for it was so given that I have a lot of experience and I work in several languages. Rust was quite difficult for me to learn, and if you look on the internet, you will find similarly. And but it worth it. And the idea was that there are some points where I thought that maybe I'm not good enough for Rust. Maybe I should do something else. And in those points, it's important to somehow find the motivation and move on. Somehow I found it by myself, but I realized that maybe it would have been easier for me if someone would told me, or someone would comfort me or help me technically. So somehow I'm trying to, let's say, with these courses that we started, I was thinking to do a Rust course to be the mentor that I didn't have. So that was my idea. And there is this expression that I think is in Romanian or something exactly. It's like if one guy is crazy, he can incorporate another crazy guys around him. So if one is crazy, it's not enough. And the idea is that given that we have a community, and in the community you have a lot of expertise, so you have like majority of us are developers indeed, but we have like DevOps, UI UX, front end, QA. Even this is of course the manual automation guys, so we have quite an experience. We have like a lot of departments. We don't have, let's say, marketing and sales, but I hope that will come also. And the idea that is that I copped up as other people that also were interested to do courses. So, for example, one active one that we have is in DevOps, and then is this QA course. So we have this team that they have the community have a lot of experience, and I think all of us, and especially them, have a lot of knowledge that they could share with you. So I think it could be very, very helpful. We hope it will be very, very, very helpful for you. And this is how it all get to this. And we maybe you're wondering what's with the xorio. So xorio is like let's say an umbrella company that we have like. So there is this project which is called rank fs, so it's from Rust encrypted file system, which is a project that got this grew this community. But I had other ideas too. So if you go, maybe I put a link here. If you go on this site, so it started as I put it on Discord actually, on the course QA. So this xorio RS, it started like my portfolio site, but now somehow I changed it to reflect this xorio organization more, and this is like it's just like a form of, let's say, all of us in the community could be like part of something. And for example, the name is the XOR. It's a programming operator that comes from exclusive OR. So it's very used in cryptography. For example, a particular functionality which is very nice is if you, let's say, operate it. So let's say you have, for example, for encryption, you have a key and you have a message, and then you put this together through the XOR operator, and then it gives you the encrypted format, which nobody can understand it. And if you put that encrypted format again with this operator with the key, it gives you back the original message. So it's like for who is familiar with a bit of math, it's like the inverse function somehow. So it first it gets you into, let's say, in a direction, and then it gets you back. So it's like a circular function. And there you can see several other projects. So the Xorio somehow tries to incorporate all of this and all of these activities. And yeah, I think now maybe it's best for the rest of the QA team to present themselves, and they could tell you more about what the QA means and what this course is all about.
All right, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Hey everyone, my name is Sergio. I'm from Romania, from northern Romania, actually, from Baia Mare. I've been doing manual QA for about 6 years and then switched gears to management. Yeah, I'm overall like 11 years in IT. And I'll be guiding you through the manual QA part of this awesome course. All right, that's about it from my side. Who wants to go next?
Hello, my name is Christina, and I will be one of your trainers for the practical part of this software testing course. I have been working in this field for 13 years. In fact, this month marks my 13th anniversary in this career. I've had the opportunity to test various applications and collaborate with multiple teams, and now I'm here to guide you and help you to better understand the practical side of testing. This is all from my side.
All right, I'm not sure who else from the technical team is here, so whoever
I, I,
is,
I
I'll
see
go.
Ramona is our
Yeah,
Ramona or different.
yeah, yeah. I'm here. Hi, everyone. I'm Ramona. I entered this domain IT 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. So I'm also on my way to learn even more manual and also automation testing in the future. And I will support with practical part because in 2 years I've got some experience that I can share with you. Thank you.
I see Georgiana also. Yeah.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Georgiana Radu. I'm based in Canada. Living close to Ottawa. I have been in the manual QA for more than 7 years, and before that, I had some experience in teaching. But moving to Canada was made me switch my career to QA, which I like very much, and I hope for you that you want to switch, you will see that the path is not so difficult. Thank you.
Anyone else, Radu?
I don't see anyone else. If anyone else is, please. unmute yourself and speak now or speak later.
Correct. All right. Looks like this is it from the technical crew. Radu, what's our next topic here?
I think you could go into the course details, right?
All right, don't mind if I do.
Sure.
So yeah, as Radu said, let's go into the course details. We'll discuss requirements, advantages, duration, structure, and communication. So related to the requirements, we came to the conclusion that conversational English is mandatory for this course because pretty much everything happens in English. If you work in a larger team, this is pretty much mandatory. Okay. From what we've seen so far, we don't necessarily think that specific higher education level is needed, as long as you have the right tools and the right knowledge. And of course, as a requirement, you need a Discord account, which you, I think, already have since you've joined this meeting. But on Discord, we'll be chatting more as the course unwinds. Right, advantages. Basically, if you're asking yourself why should you take this course, is basically to be initiated in QA domain. What do we offer with this course is technical support, recommended courses, guided self-learning, flexibility in organizing your learning schedule, but we do not offer certification or any job opportunities. So this is only a learning experience, a learning opportunity. We do not offer any other incentives like, as I said, certification or job opportunities. About the duration, we estimate that is probably going to take about 12 weeks. And in this 12-week span, we plan on having one meeting per week. I'm not sure we decided on the day yet, but we'll do it until next time we meet. And as the meeting duration, we'll try to keep it at 1.5 hours, but we can extend that to 2 hours if there are multiple questions from any of you. All right. The course structure is in the first part, there will be a lot of theory, and the theory must be studied individually. There will be QA sessions at the beginning of each meeting. You will be getting homework, and we will check that homework. You will have the opportunity to do practice work, and that's about it about structure. And as for communication, I was mentioning before the Discord channel. This is all about the course details. If you have any questions, please ask them whenever you feel like it. So don't wait for me to finish talking. Any questions up until now? If not, I'd like to go in. I've prepared a set of slides for the initial course. Let me share my screen right here. I hope I'm sharing the right thing. Can you see my my QA course slide? All right, thanks, Nicole. Okay. All right. What's on the agenda today? We'll be talking about what is testing, why is testing necessary, types of testing, test cases, bugs, and external certifications. This is only scratching the surface to show you a little bit of what's next and what you should expect from the testing activities. So what is testing? Basically, testing is a process of executing a program or an application or whatever piece of software with the intent of finding software bugs. This is the main intent here. You will find that there are many other intents, but basically a tester will find bugs. Why is testing necessary? Basically, by testing a piece of software, you ensure quality, reliability, and security. Talking about quality, you must check if the software works as intended and also that it meets clients' requirements. You can have software that's working as intended, but it's not what the client asked for, and you must keep an eye on that. Reliability, the software functions consistently without unexpected crashes or any other unexpected behaviors. And security, the software is protected from cyber attacks and data breaches and all sorts of nasty stuff. Okay, let's go forward. As of types of testing, we have a lot of types, but the main ones include unit testing, integration testing, user acceptance testing, and performance testing. I think these are the main four types. When you will get your documentation, you will find that there are a lot of testing types listed there. All right, going forward, let's talk about test cases. The test cases pretty much provide a step-by-step guide on how to test specific features of the software. I've listed here some items that a test case includes. It must have a test unique ID, steps to perform that test case, expected results, and I've also listed a list of things that are not mandatory, but most of the time you will find in a test case. And after the test cases, we'll talk about bugs, which is the most interesting part of testing, in my honest opinion. Here you can put your creativity to the test. So bugs are errors or defects in the software. They can they can cause unexpected behavior, such as crashing, incorrect results, vulnerabilities, or poor user experience. Everything that's not as the client expected is basically a bug. All right. I think it's okay to talk about what's expected of a software tester in terms of personal qualities. First of it is good communication. Without good communication, you won't be able to work together in a team. You also need to be a quick learner. You need to be passionate about what you're doing. You really have to be creative in finding scenarios. You need to be curious and all the time ask, why is that thing happening like it does? Um, of course, you need to be a team player, because most of the time you will be working, in a team. You need to have a positive attitude, and of course, you need to have some analytical skills. So this is I think, the best qualities of a software tester. I mentioned earlier that we do not give out certifications, but we can mention them. The most common one out there is the ISTQB. It comes from the International Software Testing Qualifications Board. The documentation you are going to receive is actually based on this ISTQB handbook, and it's pretty much the standard in the industry right now. And it will take you throughout a lot of information. If you want, you can take this exam by yourself. There are a lot of resources online. We can give you those resources if you're interested. And it basically, if you take the exam, you're going to have a lifetime license for that. It's internationally acknowledged by all the IT industry companies. And lastly, on my presentation here, we have some resources. I can share this with you. So we have the syllabus, we have the glossary of terms, we have a Wikipedia page for testing. The glossary contains all the terms used in testing. There's also a video on why is software testing important, and we also have a list of 10 historical software bugs with extreme consequences. You wouldn't believe how close we were to total destruction because of a few software bugs. All right, this is I think this is it from this presentation. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone at all?
Yes, hello.
Hey.
I saw on Discord that this course it's gonna last for 6 weeks, and I heard you mention it that will last for 12 weeks.
Maybe I can explain a little bit the
Please do.
situation. So,
Okay.
what happened was that we thought initially to do like two courses. So do a manual QA course and then do automation course, and that manual would have been take like 6 weeks. And what happens is that I discussed with some people in the industry, and it seems that the trend for the future is to somehow move to more like automation QA, and somehow reduce the manual QA. And if given this is, let's say, not a wise choice to just focus on becoming a manual QA, let's say, is not a good plan for the next 2 or 3 years. I mean, for more than, let's say, 2 or 3 years, because okay, it will slowly reduce and maybe disappear. I don't think it will never disappear at all, but it will reduce a lot. So it will be harder and harder for you to find jobs, and easier if you are having some experience with automation QA. And given that automation QA as you will see, is mostly like automating some processes that you initially doing manually. So, for example, when you start to do some test cases, which are called you, it's like a script, like a scenario list of steps, like a recipe. You can see it, and those you do on the application. Then you document them, and you can redo them every time. So, for example, when is a new release of, I don't know, WhatsApp or Discord, they have a suite of tests which they run to make sure that the application is okay and not introducing any problems for the users. And it takes time to do those steps manually, and it's also very tedious, and it's also very, let's say, boring in time, because you do the same steps all over again, so it's not quite interesting. And what is happening in the industry is you take those steps and you use some kind of programming languages, and you automate those steps. And then when you run those steps like this, maybe it takes, I don't know, a tenth of the time, even less. So it reduces the time a lot, and it also helps you that you don't need to stay and do something. You just play and it runs automatically. Like, I know, when you wash your clothes in automatic machine, you don't wash the clothes. So it's like, I'm washing the clothes. The machine is washing. You can do anything else, and it's something like this. So what we are trying to do is also give you some guidance and some introductory in the automation QA world. And of course, this is not possible without having also some experience in the manual QA. So somehow we uh, join these two courses together, and we are trying to somehow give you the best of both of these. So then in the end, you have some experience that it will help you to easier. It will be easier for you to, let's say, if you go look for a job or something, then if you just say, okay, I know manual. Then if you say I know a bit of automation, then even if you are like a beginner, like a junior, if they see something in you that they can you can grow, they can make you better. So most likely they will hire you. So we try to help you in a realistic way in this ever changing market with nowadays with ChatGPT and so on. Actually, one of the reasons why QA manual seems that also it's in danger is also ChatGPT. Some see it as a danger for our jobs. I don't. I see it as a very helpful tool. So if you know how to use it, it can be a very, very helpful tool and assistant. So I encourage you to use it, but use it wisely. Use it in a objective way. Be Just think that it is a tool actually in the end, and use it like a tool, and use it for what it can do. Don't expect more than it can do, but use it. So that's why now it's more, because it's like both of them together.
I think Robert, you asked the question, right? So
No, it was actually me.
Rezvan, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, thanks, Rezvan, for clearing that out. So going back to your question, we want to do an automation course at by the end of this time period, but we figured that it's very healthy and it's a good practice to go over the testing, the QA basics, which we will also present here in the form of theoretical information. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Sure, no problem. Anyone? Any other questions related to this? Because if not, I think we can cut it short today, and you will be receiving the first chapter to read in your own time until next week. is the first chapter from the syllabus. I've also sent you the slide deck on the Discord group chat, and I'll be leaving there also the link to the documentation and mentioning that by next week you are asked to read the first chapter, write down your questions, and address them to us when we meet again.
By the way, feel freely to use the Discord if you, let's say, have some questions that you feel that are like blockers for you. So you cannot wait until the next call, but go ahead and ask them. I will try to help you.
All right. If there's not any other questions, I think we can close today's meeting. Radu, I think you can stop the recording and maybe make it available on the group.
Yeah, we'll send the link on the group.
Mm-hmm.